Okay, so what we're being asked to do on this assignment is to find the exact value of the sine, cosine, and tangent for the following angles. So the first one we're given 255 degrees. This is not on our unit circle, so we're going to have to use the sum or difference formulas in order to help us find it. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to find the value of sine of 255. So what we want to do is we want to see another way that we can rewrite 255 to either be the sum or the difference to equal 255. And what we want to do is we want to use some angles that are on our unit circle. So for example, what we can do is we can rewrite 255 degrees as 210 degrees plus 45 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as the sine of 210 degrees plus 45 degrees. Now what that allows us to do is now we can use the sum formula for sine in this case. Now the first angle here is going to be our value of A, and the second angle here is going to be our value of B, which we're going to use this formula right here. So the formula is sine A cosine B plus cosine A sine B. So we have the sine of angle A, which is 210 degrees, times the cosine of angle B, which is 45 degrees, plus the cosine of angle A, which is 210 degrees, times the sine of B, which is 45 degrees. Now, in order for us to get the exact value of these, what we're going to be doing is using our unit circle to replace the sine of 210, cosine of 45, cosine of 210, and the sine of 45. So remember, sine is the y value, cosine is the x value. Okay, so we're going to replace each of these values on our unit circle. So for the sine, we're going to look at the y value at 210, which is negative 1/2. The cosine at 45 is the x value there, which is square root of 2 over 2. And we have plus the cosine or x value at 210 degrees, which is negative square root of 3 over 2. And the sine at 45 degrees, which is the y value there, which is square root of 2 over 2. So now from here, we're going to multiply straight across. Negative 1 times the square root of 2 is negative square root of 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Then we have the plus, which it's going to end up being a minus because we have the negative here. So our answer is going to end up being minus square root of 3 times square root of 2 is the square root of 6, and 2 times 2 is 4. So this right here would be the exact answer. Now we're going to find the cosine of 255 degrees. So we're going to basically do the same thing we did for sine, except for we're just going to be using a different formula. So this is A. This is B. And the formula for cosine of A plus B is right here. Cosine A, cosine B, minus sine A, sine B. So we're going to have the cosine of the first angle, 210, times the cosine of the second angle, 45, minus the sine of the first angle, which is 210, times the sine of the second angle, which is 45. So again, just like the last one, we are going to replace these values with the values from our unit circle. So the cosine or x value at 210 is negative square root of 3 over 2. The cosine at 45 degrees, or x value there, is square root of 2 over 2. We have minus. The sine is the y value at 210, which is negative 1/2, times the sine at 45, or y value there, which is square root of 2 over 2. So just like the last one, we are going to simplify this expression now. So negative square root of 3 times square root of 2 is the negative square root of 6. 2 times 2 is 4. We have a negative here and a negative here, so that's going to end up canceling to become a plus. 1 times the square root of 2 is the square root of 2. And then 2 times 2 is 4. So there's our exact answer. Okay, so now we're going to find the tangent. So we're going to basically do the exact same thing. We're going to rewrite 255 as 210 plus 45. And what we're going to do now is fill out the formula for that. So tangent of A plus B. So we're going to use this formula right here. The tangent of A plus the tangent of B divided by 1 minus tangent A times tangent B. So we're going to have the tangent of A, which is 210, plus the tangent of B, which is 45, divided by 1 minus the tangent of A times the tangent of B. So just like the last one, or all the other ones, we're going to basically replace our tangent values with the values from our unit circle. So the tangent at 210 degrees is the square root of 3 over 3. The tangent of 45 is 1. And that's going to be over 1 minus the tangent of 210, which we found was the square root of 3 over 3, times the tangent at 45, which we already found was 1. So we would simplify this. So we have the square root of 3 over 3 plus 1 on top. Now here really the only thing we can do is we can multiply this out. So we have 1 minus the square root of 3 over 3. Now we can leave our answer like this. You don't have to worry about trying to rationalize that. Okay, so we're going to be doing the same thing here. This time though, the angle that we're looking for is 195 degrees. So the first thing I'm going to find is two angles that add or subtract to be 195 degrees. So this time I'll say that this is 225 minus 30 degrees. Because if we subtract those two numbers, we get 195. So if I want to find the sine of 195 degrees, I can rewrite it as the sine of 225 minus 30. So since we have A minus B here, we're going to use this formula. Sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. So we have the sine of A, which is 225, times the cosine of B, which is 30, minus the cosine of A times the sine of B. So to get the exact value, what we want to do now is to replace our sine and cosine values with the values from our unit circle. So sine, we're looking at the y value. So the y value of 225 is negative square root of 2 over 2. The cosine or x value at 30 degrees is square root of 3 over 2. And we have minus the cosine at 225, so that's the x value there, which is negative square root of 2 over 2. And then we're going to multiply that by the sine or y value at 30 degrees, which is 1/2. So just like the others, we just multiply across. Negative square root of 2 times the square root of 3 is negative square root of 6. 2 times 2 is 4. Here we're going to have two negatives, so that's going to change this to a plus. Square root of 2 times 1 is square root of 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. So the next thing we need to find is the cosine. So I'm just going to use the same numbers. If you find some other combination of numbers that add or subtract to 195, you can use those numbers instead. So here we're going to look at the cosine of A minus B. So we're looking at this formula now. Cosine A, cosine B, plus sine A, sine B. So the cosine of A, that's A and that's B, times the cosine of B, plus sine of A, sine of B. So again, we're going to replace our cosine and sine values with the x and y values of our unit circle. Cosine the x value, sine the y value. So cosine, so we'll look at 225 first. So the cosine value there is negative square root of 2 over 2, and the sine value is negative square root of 2 over 2 as well. So we'll fill both of those in. Now we're going to do the same thing for 30, so we're going to put the x value here and the y value here. So the x value at 30 degrees is square root of 3 over 2, the y value is 1/2. So the cosine is the square root of 3 over 2, sine is 1/2. So then we multiply across. Multiply across here, we get negative square root of 6 over 4. And here we have a plus and a minus, so that's going to end up being a minus. Square root of 2 times 1, square root of 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. So then we're going to do the same thing for tangent. So this time we're going to be using this bottom formula here. Tangent of A minus tangent of B divided by 1 plus tangent A, tangent B. So we have the tangent of A minus the tangent of B over 1 plus the tangent of A times the tangent of B. So again, we're going to fill in the values for tangents. So a tangent of 225, tangent there is 1. And then the tangent at 30 degrees is the square root of 3 over 3. So that's what we're going to put in for that one. Now these numbers at the bottom are going to end up being the same. The tangent of 225 was 1. We've got to multiply that by the tangent of 30, which was the square root of 3 over 3. So the only thing we really have to do here is to clean this multiplication up. So we have 1 minus the square root of 3 over 3 over 1 plus the square root of 3 over 3. And we don't have to worry about rationalizing.